Welcome live into the rinks in Hauppauge, Long Island, where we have playoff action here at the freshman level. The first round here between the top-seeded East Islip Hockey Club and the 8th-seeded Sachem Warriors. Should be a good one here. It's been dominance from East Islip all season. Only one loss the entire year, and that came back in their second game of the season all the way back in the year of 2024 on September 27th, where they lost to Smithtown Hauppauge 4-2. But since then, it's been nothing but dominance on the backs of their high-powered offense, scoring just around 8.5 goals a game. So Sachem has their work cut out for them if they want to pull off the upset. But we've seen it first-round upsets a lot here in this first round. The East Islip's developmental team was upset in the developmental first round. They lost to the eventual developmental league champions in Conquat Sayville. But now we're one level up in Sachem. They ended their season on a full 3-game win streak. So they looked to take that momentum into this first round here against East Islip. But it's first round playoff action here on the Long Island Network, and you're listening to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League here on the Long Island Network. First period action coming up. Don't go anywhere. And with the national anthem concluded, that means first period action is right around the corner. Now both teams at their bench, finalizing their strategies. In goal for Sachem is going to be number 30, James Burgoyne. And on East Islip, same number, different player, number 30, Anthony Ford, in there for EI. But again, should be a good matchup here. It's first round of the playoffs at the freshman level here at the Suffolk County High School Hockey League. The ref will blow the whistle, which means both teams will skate out on the ice. And the story for EI has been number 26, Jordan Haynes. Leads this team in goals, assists, and points. Has 56 points on the backs of 33 assists and 23 goals. Should be a good night for him. Watch out for him. And then against for Sachem is Vincent Mineta. He leads this club with 23 goals and also the assist leader. As we're underway now, again, Loeb had it behind the puck. Tries to get it out in front of the net, in front of Ford, but now the puck skirts its way to the board. Huge collision. Now still stuck and coming away with it here is Blaschuk. Now put up against the board. Kearney pushes it forward, racing after it. Blaschuk up the other end. He'll go to control the puck now in the offensive zone. Wraps it around. Turns, now tries to fire one on the net. Goes wide all the way out to the other end. There to greet it. And now the puck goes back out towards the blue line. Skates in towards the neutral zone, and Lemaire has it. Bangs it off the far board. And now in to control is Blaschuk. Powering his way through two Sachem defenders, shoots it, and it hits the crossbar and back out into play. Sachem will control it off the rebound, and now they're pushing it up. Here comes Loeb across the blue line, gets his sticks caught in an EI player, and has no play on the puck. Now Blaschuk controls it near the net, fires it up. Kearney will go get it off the far boards and pushes it out into the neutral zone, clearing it. Chasing it down, Sachem. Pushes it up. It's masked with it, has it pushed behind him, and now Gandolfo fires it into the neutral zone. It's controlled by Lazzarino. He'll try to fire one, but the puck gets caught on the stick of a Sachem player. Now it's banged off the board, caroms around the outside. Now Connors has it knocked behind him, going in to get it. It's in the neutral zone. Puck all the way out. Connors now has it again, bringing it up now past the neutral zone, knocked away by Gandolfo, but it's shoved ahead and it caroms around the outside. Going to greet it, Sachem. Again, back out to Connors, who passed it all the way across to Barbarito, and now we're getting slammed against the board. Was DeFalco there, now the puck again caroms around the outside, and we're going to get our first whistle of the game. We're going to go back to the faceoff circle in the Sachem Warriors' end. Play will resume. Blaschuk working against James O'Connor Jr. there, but EI has it. That's Fowler weaving his way through the defense, looking inside, backhands it in front of the net. Sachem has it, though, controlling it. Working his way up through the zone is Jack Mitchell, banks it off the board, gets it his own rebound, and brings it all the way out to the other end. Passes it back up top, losing it on the board was Wellman, and now the puck's behind the net. Now back in front, slap shot goes wide. Now here comes Blaschuk with it, being poked and prodded behind by Loeb. Now EI has it, trying to pass it up to Fowler. That was Lazzarino trying to pass it up. Now comes Blaschuk, has it knocked away from him. Now Lemaire will try to control it behind the net. Spins around and shoots it out back behind him. But Sachem will still keep it in the zone. Slap shot on goal, ricochets off of Ford. Back into play. Now Lemaire trying to shoot it up out of the zone. Now Wellman fires one on net. Kicked away, ricochets back behind Ford. He loses it, but doesn't roll into the net. He got lucky there. Wellman pokes it up ahead. Sachem still trying to make plays on the puck, but now EI has it. Lazzarino has it on the board and pass it all the way up to Walsh. Walsh racing up the left wing. He'll just flick it up ahead. And Sachem will look to make another offensive push here. And he gets spun around and hits the deck. takes a hard fall there. Keenan passes it up ahead. Now it's up the right wing. Now gets shoved all the way back. Pushed up into the neutral zone. Now changing hands. Here comes Connors with it. Up the blue line. Looks in. Has Kearney up in front of the net. Tries to get it to him, but it'll ricochet off the stick of a Sachem player and go up and out of play. We'll go back to the faceoff circle with 10:52 left to go here in the first period. Still 0-0. Again, ricochets out wide towards the net. Donahue races after it, pushes it ahead, gets stuck on the board. Now Kearney tries to backhand it, ricochets around the outside. Controlling it. Van Steen there, but now racing up ahead. 56, that's McIntyre. McIntyre has it banged away off the board, but going into it is Minicozy. Minicozy has got trapped. Now coming off away with his Connors. Kearney passes it all the way across the ice, trying to get it to Straub. Now fired there by Van Steen. Ricochets off of Carley's helmet. Van Steen still has it, finally poked away behind him, and coming up with it is Keenan. Keenan being hounded against the boards. Now he falls down. Puck gets away from him. Sachem still somehow controlling it. Trying to desperately get it out of their own defensive zone, but it's kept in as the puck goes, ricochets wide of the net. Back out. Well, the puck trying to get past Lemaire. Lemaire will fire it towards the goal. Burgoyne keeps it in play, though. Ricochets out wide. Now here comes Kearney. He tries to fire it in. It gets in front of Burgoyne there, but poked away, and it carried him all the way around the outside. Now it's stuck up against the board. Huge hit there against Kearney as he takes a hit. Puck still lodged there. Players fighting after it. Straub going in to try to steal it. Now Lemaire comes up with it, but that's going to draw a whistle. I believe that's going to be offsides against Lemaire as he's trying to control it. Straub was working it on defense, had it poked away, found the stick of Lemaire, and Lemaire tried to bring it across the blue line yet again, but his teammates weren't able to clear out in time before he brought it out. Now Lazzarino has it, tries to dump it up ahead, gets stuck against the boards, and now Sachem trying to bring it up. Gandolfo shoots it, kicked away by Ford, and now the puck is loose, controlling it, coming up the other way. It's Lazzarino, pass it across the ice, too far ahead. And now Sachem tries to get the puck as it rolls all the way down there to Ford. EI looks to clear it, still stuck up against the board. Still over there. Now here comes Blashchuk. Blashchuk raking up the left wing, tries to get it in front. He has an open shot, shoots over the head of Burgoyne. Now puck stuck behind the net. Still loose out here. Coming the other way with it is Ilg. Ilg pushes it up ahead. Racing after the puck. Sachem now controls it on the board. Tries to pass it into the middle of the ice. Can't do it. Keeping it alive. O'Connor tries to fire it, but deflected off an EI defender in the middle. Cleared. Now racing after it is Wellman. Wellman has it. Pushes it up ahead. Trying to dump it off there to Gandolfo. And Gandolfo will push it ahead as Sachem goes for the line change. And Lazzarino goes out to greet the puck with O'Connor working against him. Puck near side, scooped out, but now ricochets off of players, and now O'Connors comes up with it, finally backhands it into the neutral zone. And fighting for it there is Fowler, and so is O'Connor. Fowler comes away with the puck, spins around, tries to find O'Connor, who also gets spun around and loses the puck. Here comes Sachem up the other way. Bryan, shot on goal, corralled with the body. Anthony Ford stops that puck. 7:47 left to go here in the first period. Still 0-0. Both teams keep exchanging hands here. It's pretty well evenly matched so far. Sachem doing a great job of keeping this one even. Puck, get it to Wellman, back up top. He tries to knife it in towards the net. Ricochets off an EI defender. Now O'Connors comes up the left wing with the puck. Over the blue line, racing in towards Burgoyne. Shot kicked away there. Great play by O'Connors, but Burgoyne there to stifle O'Connor's attempt. Now here comes Sachem up the other way into the neutral zone. Past the mast. He brings it up the blue line on the left side. Now getting pushed, tries to pass it in front of the net to Lee, but the pass goes wide. Puck loose in the neutral zone. Racing after it for EI. Straub, he couldn't get there. Pass to the left. Shot on goal. Stopped there by Bourgogne. And the puck falls in front of him and he'll just trap it. Great attempts on both ends by both teams to try to get the advantage here in the first. 7:09 left to go. Puck hits the deck again. Lemaire trying to go for the slap shot, but it's taken in here by Sachem. Racing up the other way. Going out wide there. And now the puck is loose, gets into the neutral zone. EI racing after it. Lemaire trying to get it. Can't get it before Sachem does, though. And pushed up against the board is Mitchell. And it's still stuck by the Sachem Warriors bench. Now Mitchell comes away with the puck. Has it poked behind him by Walsh, but he still controls it. Right side, pass in front of the net there. But the pass goes behind. The backdoor opportunity goes for nothing. Puck now back down by the other end of the boards. Benchowicz races after it. Fires it around the outside. Carly tries to get it there for Sachem. Puck loose in the neutral zone. Here comes Vancine up the right wing. He's looking in front of the net, pauses, finally gets the opportunity, trying to pass for Walsh. Walsh couldn't handle the one-timer opportunity on the back door. Lazzarino skates in, hits off the top of the post, and ricochets back out into play. Shot on goal by Vanstein goes wide. Now here comes Kearney to go get it. He gets banged up against the board from behind. That's not going to draw a penalty, though. Now here comes Kearney with it off the board again, skating in towards the net. Tries to pass it out in front. Goes back up top towards Lazzarino. Lazzarino gets tied up on the boards. He'll fire one. Gets blocked by Walsh, his own teammate. And then finally clearing it is Sachem. Racing after it the other way is McIntyre. Shot on goal there from behind. Deflected off by all the players in the fray there. Racing near side. Banged up against the board. It's a tie-up. EI has it coming away with it. Lazzarino fires it across the ice. Trying to make a push up the left wing, but he'll just dump it into the zone. Now Blashchuk racing for it, racing against Donahue. Puck skirts its way out of the board, fires it around, but Lemaire will go to corral it, keep it in the zone. Lemaire now has the puck. Tries to pass it up ahead to O'Connor's, but pass it into the stick of a Sachem Warriors defender. Racing after it, Bryan. Brings it up the right wing, but we're going to get a whistle from behind.
Yeah, Marlon, let's go.
4:58 left to go. A lot of chaos on both ends, but we're still knotted at 0. Neither team able to strike gold here in the first period. It's been a pretty evenly matched game so far. Sachem Warriors doing a great job on the defensive end. They've gotten a lot of good opportunities, but so has EI. Have done a great job of stifling that high-powered offense from EI as the puck's stuck up against the board, now changing hands, stuck up against the EI Hockey Club bench. Now coming away with it, Blashchuk, he loses it. Ilg working desperately to take it from him, finally, but Blashchuk comes in back on defense, finally finds Gandolfo weaving his way through the defense, has it knocked behind him, though. Feely tries to keep it into the offensive zone, can't, so he's now working. Now getting fought from behind by Blashchuk. Now the puck finds Blashchuk, and he's racing up, has it knocked away as Feely worked on defense from behind and knocked it away. Puck far side, changing hands. Gandolfo knifes it ahead, finds Blashchuk yet again. He'll dump it back behind to Lemaire. Lemaire fires it up, bangs it off the board, trying to get it to O'Connor's, but it'll get past him. Burgoyne thought about coming out of the net, but stays in as Donahue comes to greet it. Fowler now has it in the neutral zone, trying to pass it across the ice to Lemaire, but finds the stick of Mass, and Mass turning around, has it finally poked away back behind him, and Sachem will have to reset, but they'll just dump it off into the EI zone, and going to greet is Brenchowitz behind forward. Brenchowitz passes it up right into Loeb, but Loeb will bring it over the line. It's going to be offsides. Loeb got a little bit too excited on the interception there. And it's been nothing but chaos here in the first period, but hard-fought game so far. We go to the face-off dot. Still 0-0, 3:46 left to go in this one. Well, in the first period. Here comes Kearney up the ice. Dumps it off there, trying to get it to Lazzarino. Lazzarino fights for the puck. Now he's stuck up against the board. Stolen away. Now back up top. Low brings it over the blue line. Looks, fires, goes wide. Ricochets to the back of the net. Now the puck stuck behind Ford. EI gets it out from the net. Kearney has it. Dumps it off behind him. And now Sachem's racing. But here comes Fowler up from behind, trying to beat Wellman. But Wellman will get to the puck first, but not before Fowler hits him up against the board. And Wellman looks to be shaken up a little bit off of that hit. Puck ricochets around the outside. Wellman's back up. Goes to get the puck again, working against Walsh. Connor dumps it back off down to Brian. Brian loses it for a little bit, gets tied up with Fowler. And now, again, puck stowed away against the board. Puck loose in the neutral zone. Lazzarino now has it, skating around, but too many Sachem defenders forcing him to run the puck off. Here's Walsh, dumps it back off behind him. Now, tied up on the boards, had his pocket pick there. And here comes Sachem with it again. It's puck stuck up against the board on the near side. Straub has it, shoots it, gets it to Kearney. Fowler, excuse me. His shot goes wide though. Now the puck comes all the way on the far side. Brian has it, tries to dump it out. And now a shot there by Walsh in front, but Burgoyne able to stop that puck. He traps it against the ice floor, and we go back to the face-off circle, but Sachem tried to clear it, but it was kept alive by an EI player. Kept alive by Brenchwich, who was just perked up in the neutral zone, saw that puck coming up against the board, and raced in and kept it in. Now racing up the right wing. Here comes Sachem on the attack. As Keening gets crushed up against the board. Now puck bouncing around. Blashtuck brings it against the wall. Karam's all the way on the outside, near side board. Lemaire had it, loses it, gets behind him. Blashtuck there to save it, though. He works against two Warriors defenders, but the puck trickles all the way up to Van Steen, who tries to pass it across the ice to O'Connor's, but instead it found. Puck goes back all the way around to Feely. Feely finds it up against the board. Has his pocket picked, but Mast fires it in, keeping it in. Now Feely has it in the neutral zone. He's going to get pinned up against the board. And the puck gets lost in the fray, and Lemaire comes away with it. Trying to find a teammate to pass it to. Pauses for a moment, looking, being hounded there from behind. Now finally tries to get it to O'Connor's, but it bounces off his skate right into the stick of a Warriors player. Now stuck up against the board. It's a huge pileup. Now Blashtuck finally finds the puck off the board. He's racing his way up. He has it in the neutral zone, brings it up the blue line on the left side. Now cuts back into the center of the net. Has it, dumps it off here. O'Connor's shot goes over the head of Burgoyne. Ricochets all the way out to the other side. O'Connor's has it, passes it up, shot! Burgoyne saves it, lost the puck, but luckily one of his teammates in their races takes it away out in front of the net. Kept alive in the offensive zone by Barbarito. Now racing up with it, Mitchell. Here comes Mitchell up the right side, has three defenders to work through, tries to do some fancy stick work off the board, but loses it and falls down. Now, but he steals it right back and has an opportunity to go on the attack here. Sachem with the puck. Dump back off behind. Shot on goal. Nice block there by an EI defender. That was O'Connor on the block, skating his way in. Now he gets it off the board and he'll just fire it the other way as time is running down here. 13 seconds left to go in the first period. .13 seconds left to go. Face off in EI zone. Neither team able to get a goal yet here in the first period. Both teams have been very close, but again, goalies standing tall in the crease. Haven't let the puck get behind them yet. 10 seconds left to go. Puck in the middle now. Here comes EI with it up the other end. Van Steen. Shot, they had it in front of the net, but it gets knocked away and time will expire. Kearney had it in front of the crease, but he had it knocked behind him, and that will do it for the first period, and we'll still knot it up here 0-0 as the East Islip Hockey Club, the top-seeded team, unable to find the back of the net, and the Sachem Warriors skating well with them so far through this first period. but it's playoff action and don't go anywhere. Second period coming up shortly. You're listening to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League here on the Long Island Sports Network. Welcome back here as both teams skating out on the ice to get ready to start the second period, and it's been an even matchup so far. Again, neither team able to strike gold yet here so far. Still knotted up at 0-0. And now here comes Walsh up the ice, racing it with quickly off the faceoff. Now finds the stick of Straub, and now Loeb able to clear it out, and it finds Barbarito. Barbarito has it, trying to push it all the way up ahead to Walsh, and Barbarito takes a huge spill. Walsh fires it. Glove save there by Burgoyne. And EI try to make quick work here, trying to push it up the ice. They get a quick shot here within the first 20 seconds of the first period. Bangs around. Here comes Walsh, working his way in towards the net. Gets shoved up against the board. Parents want a penalty. No signal from the ref. And here comes Loeb with it in the neutral zone, being hounded from behind, but he has the puck, racing towards the net. Here comes Loeb, shovels it in towards the net, but it goes wide. And now Straub has it. Straub up, trying to pass it, loses it, can't get a good handle. Now it's bound around their skates. And pushed up on ahead by Donahue. But he finds Barbarito instead. Barbarito racing up the left wing. He has his eyes up, tries to get a good shot on, but good defense there by Donahue. He knocks it away with his stick, and he's racing on the other end of the ice. Tries to pass it up ahead, gets caught in the stick there of an EI player, and now finds Kearney. Kearney has it stolen away, and now here's Loeb with it. He gets it all the way to Barbarito, though. He'll bang it off the side wall, trying to get it up to Walsh. Walsh can't get to it, though. Now, here comes Sachem on the attack. Carly fires it, hits Barbarito though, and falls in front of him, so he'll just knife it off, dump it off to the side. Now here comes Strong, he'll push it up around the outside. Racing for it is Lazzarino, and Lazzarino tries to put a big hit there on Ilg. Now Lowe tries to fire it in, kept alive there by Barbarito. Good defense, and Lazzarino trips on the puck. Racing their way in, and a good shot opportunity there from Sachem. Scandolfo streaking towards the net, had the backdoor opportunity. Fired on by Ilg and scooped up the glove of Ford. A couple good opportunities there by Sachem, but again, they come up empty. Go back to the face-off circle. Ilg working against Blaschuk. Finds the feet of O'Connor's. Tries to poke it up ahead. Now it's a tie-up on the boards. Both teams poking at it. Now coming away with it is Vanstein. Vanstein racing up. Being chased from behind. Vanstein weaving his way through the defense. Gets a shot on. Ricochets off the glove of Burgoyne and goes behind him. O'Connor's has it. Trying to weave his way. Work his way in towards the net. Can't get it. Puck still loose out in front. Now here comes Sachem racing the other way. Here's Ilg with it. Passes it up ahead. Racing up the left wing. Good defense there by Vanstein. Now it's tied up against the boards. Blaschuk pushes it behind. Mitchell tries to bring it up the ice, but that's going to be offside. There was a huge tie-up there. Huge traffic jam against the Warriors bench, but both teams playing good, clean hockey here. No penalties for either team so far yet through the first period in the time we've played through the second. But again, a lot of good opportunities. It's been a time before one of these teams finally finds the goal as the puck is trapped up against the Warriors bench near far side. It's a huge pile up against the boards, and both teams, both sticks poking at it. It's trapped there. Nobody can get it. It's stuck. I see it bouncing around. Finally, it gets free and it's loose, heading towards Burgoyne, but getting there first was Ilg. He'll bounding it off the boards, but now racing in. EI, shot goes wide, caroms around the outside. Here comes Brenchowicz, tries to knife it in towards the net, can't get a good handle on it. Now it finds Blashchuk, who'll fire it, ricochet wide though. Now puck in the neutral zone. EI parents want a penalty as Vanstein got a stick to the face. And the mayor will fire it around the outside. Here comes Walsh, tries to knife it in behind him, finally gets it into the neutral zone. And now here comes O'Connor as it bounces off his skate, trying to work against Donahue here. Here he comes, has the neck behind, gets it to Lemaire. Lemaire fires and it goes wide. Ricochets off the defenders in front. And now Walsh has it, dumps it back off to O'Connor's behind the net. He finds Lemaire. Lemaire racing in, shot off the side of the net. Now puck stuck up against the board. Warriors have it, trying to clear it ahead. Pass up there to McIntyre. She can't handle it. Now it's dumped off into the offensive zone of EI by Lemaire, and it gets by Lazzarino here, and he races after it. Under 11 minutes left to go here in the second period. Now Lazzarino bangs it off the near side board, finds Walsh. Walsh has the puck in front of him, tries to dump it up off ahead here to Fowler. Fowler has it by his feet, desperately trying to gain control of the puck. Can't. Knifed off backbound behind, and it's stuck against the board, and it's pushed ahead now behind the net of the Warriors. Puck changing hands. Walsh has it. Now kicked away there by Burgoyne, and now DeFalco fighting for it over there on the board. Can't get it. Now tries to go back up top to Lazzarino, and here comes Loeb with it. Loeb racing up the right wing. He has an opportunity. Tries to pass it in front of the net there to Bryan, but Bryan too far behind the puck. Loeb probably would have been better off taking a slap shot there. And now here comes O'Connor racing in towards the goal. Off the shoulder of Ford, bounces back out towards Walsh. Now Walsh racing up ahead, trying to get it past Carly. Can't do it, and the puck trickles its way all the way there to Burgoyne, who'll trap it against the ice. And he'll ice the puck. We go back to the face-off circle. Exactly 10 minutes left to go in this second period between EI and Sachem. Still knotted up at 0. Here comes Kearney. He gets a slow wrister on, but it goes wide. Now Connors tries to knock it back behind him, and the puck goes flying in the air. Puck still behind the net of Burgoyne, and taking a hard spill to the ice there was Straub. And now Loeb controls it, tries to pass it back out ahead towards Bryan. Bryan racing his way towards the net, but he loses his stick. And that's going to draw a penalty. Bryan racing in towards the net. Had a good shot on goal, but lost his stick. And Andrew Lemaire goes into the penalty box for the first time in this one. That's going to be the first penalty of either team with 9:36 left to go in the second period. He's going to go in the penalty box for slashing there, and now Sachem has the power play advantage. O'Connor bangs it around the outside. Mitchell goes to greet it, tries to keep it in, but gets fought there by Kearney, gets behind him, and now Mitchell working his way around Kearney, tries to bring it up the right wing, but he'll fire it in, and again, it'll carry him around the outside, and going to greet it is Lazzarino behind the EI net. Lazzarino spins around and fires it the other way and able to clear it. Burgoyne goes to meet the puck in his own crease. Racing up is Kearney. Kearney trying to come in from behind and steal the puck. Almost dangerous play there by Burgoyne. Under 9 minutes left to go and under a minute and a half left on the power play opportunity for the Warriors. Here comes Ilg, passes it back to Gandolfo. Gandolfo loses the puck. Now racing up the other end is O'Connor. O'Connor in the neutral zone being hounded by 3 Warriors defenders. Puck finally gets loose and Mitchell goes to race against the board. He falls down, so Mitchell will have it, but he's being hounded there as he gets trapped. And here come the Warriors the other way. Loeb tries to get it around Blashchuk. Blashchuk gets it stolen on the near side boards. Now Gandolfo has it in the neutral zone. Passes it up to Ilg, but it gets past Kearney and Ilg, and now Lazzarino with it. Now get cleared to the other side. 40 seconds left on the Sachem Warriors power play. And 8:14 left to go in the second period. Banged off the board. Pass across now. Up to Mitchell. Mitchell up in front of the ice. Tries to get it to Ilg. Will bring it over the right side. Now Ilg trying to pass in front to Gandolfo. Pass too far ahead of him. Now Lazarino slaps it back into the neutral zone. And another successful clear by EI. 15 seconds left on this Warriors power play. Here comes Ilg again up the right wing. Trying to work his way in. Passes it in front again to Gandolfo. But the puck goes wide of his stick. And now Walsh, nice and on behind him, but a shot goes wide of the net there, and it'll ricochet around the outside. And now we're back to man up advantage. Power play over. Now here comes Lemaire in, fresh out of the penalty box to get the puck. And he'll clear it up again, racing after it. Wellman, Straub slowly glides behind him, and Walsh on the other end goes to meet him. And Wellman, eyes up, tries to pass it, ricochets off of Straub, but he finally finds the stick of Ilg. Passes wide to Gandolfo, working his way in, up the right side, works his way in, tries to backhand the shot towards the net, but not successful. Now McIntyre has her pockets picked, now working up the other end. Here comes Fowler, pass it off to Walsh. Walsh streaking towards the net, and he finds the back of the goal! And EI strikes first here in the second period, and they take the lead 1-0. What a play there by the EI Hockey Club. East Islip goes up 1-0 with 6 minutes, 58 seconds left to go here in the second period. Off the stick of Alex Walsh. Fires it over the shoulder of Burgoyne. Now Keenan has to leave this circle. Now coming into it is McIntyre, working against Blaschuk. Now here comes Fowler with it, racing up the ice off the face-off opportunity. Has it knocked away behind him. Sachem able to clear, keeping it into Lemaire, though, into the offensive zone. Puck stuck up against the board. Lemaire finally gets it out. And Benchowitz keeping it in the offensive zone. And again, puck stuck up against the board, pops up into the air. Now Kearney racing after it. Has it knocked away. Again, still on the near side board here. Kearney comes up, passes it up in front of the net, trying to get it to Fowler. Now here comes McIntyre, gaining the loose puck, coming up the left wing. Burst of speed, loses it though. And now Andrew Lemaire with it for East Islip. Trying to pass it up to Fowler, bounces off his stick, going behind him, now racing after it. Brett Carley for Sachem. Bangs it around the outside, keeping it alive, although in the offensive zone for EI was Straub. And now Fowler and Carley fighting for it. Now here's Lemaire. He fires a wrister, bounces off a Sachem Warriors player. Now here comes Manicozy working his way up, but gets shoved there by Andrew Lemaire. Opportunity quickly put to an end. Now racing up the ice. O'Connor, he loses his, no, doesn't lose his stick. Now caroms around the outside, racing after it here. And a huge tie up there on the board near the net. Now here comes Barbarito, has it stuck up against the net. McIntyre from behind. Now finally goes out into the neutral zone. Sachem finally gets control. It tries to pass up Mitchell, but it goes through his legs. And now Lazarino trying to pass it up ahead to O'Connor's. And now here comes Mitchell again the other way, but quickly stolen away. Now Straub working up the right wing, far side. Now here comes Carley. Balances on one leg. Shot goes wide. Ricochets all the way back out up top. Again, now it's a fight again for the board. And a Sachem Warriors player gets shoved up against the board, and he's needing to be shanking up a little bit. We'll skate off the ice. We'll resume play, though. Puck passed out in front. Kicked away here by Straub. Now pass back to Barbarito. Ricochets off his stick. Here comes Sachem with an opportunity to tie it. Saved there by Ford, kicked away, and the rebound goes right back to him. And he can't get it to go on the rebound either. Now it's Jack Bryan with the shot. Another quick shot there by Loeb goes wide. Now here comes Bryan again. Brings it up the blue line. Dumps it off behind him. Donahue kept it alive in the offensive zone. Now going to greet it was O'Connor. He brings it up again, and taking a big hit there was Loeb. Tries to get in front of the net. Good opportunity there by Bryan. Goes back out up top. Connor fires it off. Slap shot from Wellman goes wide. Caroms all the way out to the other end. Now pass in front of the net. Now here comes O'Connor. He gets a shot, but it's off the feet of Lazzarino. And now Lazzarino bringing it up the other way. Dumps it up ahead, trying to get it to DeFalco. And now fighting for it on the near side board. Racing his way in. Fowler shoots off the pad of Burgoyne. Now Benchowitz trying to keep it in the other end, trapping against the board for EI. Now finally, O'Brien comes away with it off the board. Bangs it out and around, clears it. Now the puck's loose in the neutral zone. Benchowitz comes and gets it though. Trying to get it to Lemaire, goes past him. Now it's a race to it. Walsh will get to it first, but it's going to be icing with under 3 minutes left to go. 2:48 here left to play in the second period. Sachem with some good opportunities, but unable to get it past Anthony Ford. Now with it, fires it, goes wide. Now rebound back out towards Gandolfo, but stolen by Lemaire, who tries to get it out past the defensive zone, and now it ricochets into the neutral zone. Mitchell goes to get it for Sachem. Dumps it off into Gandolfo, but it on the outreach of his stick. Benchowitz dumps it off behind him. Now coming up with it, Blaschuk. He's racing towards the net. Tries to backhand it in front, can't get it. Second chance opportunity, net puck still loose. And EI strikes twice here in the second period. Scoring there, Evan Connors to put East Islip up 2-0 here in the second period with 2:15 left to go. EI racing in and benefits off the loose puck in front of the net. Had James Burgoyne lost the puck out in front of the crease, and EI able to poke it through on the back door. Sachem pushes it up ahead. Benchowitz has it. Now gives it up to Connors. Connors just scored the most recent goal. Tries to pass it up off the board, but it hits the skate of the ref. And now Blaschuk gets tied up by the blue line. Connors racing forward up the right wing again. Here he comes, racing in, passes back to Kearney. Kearney gets caught up, tied up with Gandolfo. Excuse me, but he got tied up with a Sachem player as he raced in for the shot. So the puck never made it in on top of Burgoyne. We have 1:50 left to go here in the second period. Puck around the back. Walsh dumps it off back behind him. Now getting it over is Fowler. Passes it back up top. Shot, quick wrister, and it finds, gets past Burgoyne for EI's third goal of the second period. And EI pouring it on here. And now they have a 3-0 lead with all three goals coming in just under 7 minutes here in the second period. 1:38 left to go. Goal scored there by Liam Lazzarino. Fired it from the blue line. All right, here comes Sachem. Final 90 seconds of the second period. Gets past Loeb. Donahue keeps it in. Now it gets past Loeb again. Now the puck's in the neutral zone. Backhanded back to Donahue. Pass over. And now here, Mitchell. Ryan keeping it alive as it caroms around the outside. Walsh gets it on the board. Gets it, trying to get it past Donahue. Finally does, and coming from behind is Straub fighting for the puck. Straub has it on the left side, now working his way in towards the net. Passes it in front to Fowler. Blocked there. Now Fowler still fighting for the puck, trying to get a good shot. Under a minute left to go here in the second. Shot again by Fowler, ricocheted off a Warriors defender. And now with it, Straub passes it up. Here's Kearney with it, trying to get it back to Straub. Straub fires, but hounded from behind by O'Connor of Sachem. Racing around back up top. It's a back up top to Lazzarino. Now the puck all the way back out to Barbarito. Barbarito will fire it, punched away there by Burgoyne. Puck still in near the net. Now here comes Walsh with it. Has it behind Burgoyne, working his way all the way back around. Turns, spins, passes it. Straub now with it, and he'll go race up the other end. Has it in front of the net, fires, ricochets back out into play. 5 seconds left to go here in the second. Puck still loose. Finally, Sachem comes away with it, and they'll clear it as time winds down here in the second, but not before East Islip scores 3 to take the 3-0 lead over the Sachem Warriors. But don't go anywhere. Third period action coming up shortly here in this playoff matchup between the Sachem Warriors and the East Islip Hockey Club. You're listening to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League here on the Long Island Sports Network. The horn has sounded, players getting back out on the ice to get ready to play this third and final period here in this playoff matchup. Sachem needs 3 goals to tie to keep their season alive, a 4th to take the lead. But again, Sachem has had plenty of opportunities to put that puck in the net, but they've come up empty. But now here they come immediately off the faceoff as Gandolfo tries to shoot it, but ricochets off an EI player in front of the net. Now here comes O'Connor, is racing up the other side. Can't get his own pass off the board, but Kearney comes in from behind to get the puck right back. But again, being worked again by a bunch of Sachem defenders as the puck ricochets out back towards O'Connor's. Backhands it in front. Kearney shot! James Burgoyne races over to stop that puck from getting behind him. We go back to the face-off circle. 14 minutes, 32 seconds left to go here. Quickly go back to the face-off circle. Goes out right. Sachem passes it up ahead. Trying to get it to Ilg. Goes past him. Now here comes Mitchell. Mitchell pass across the ice. Trying to get it to Mast there, but can't get it with the outreach of his stick. Now Lemaire has it. Skating away from Mast. Now backhands it up into the neutral zone. Gandolfo finds it though, but he gets shoved out of the way there by Lemaire. Now here comes O'Connor stealing the puck away. Again, racing up the left wing. Using a burst of speed, has Kearney in the middle. Stops, pauses, trying to get it there to Vanstein. Vanstein couldn't handle the pass. Now one-timer opportunity there by Lemaire. Bounces off the skate of a Sachem player. Here comes Fowler trying to work his way in towards the net. Gets shoved out of the way. Spins, pirouettes. Now puck to Lemaire. Lemaire working his way in towards the net. Shot. Gets through the legs of Burgoyne. And EI, with an onslaught of offense here, takes the lead 4-0 here in the third period. Angela Lemaire and EI showing why they're the best team here. Again, they score around 8 goals per game. They have a very high-powered offense, gets spread around a lot. 4 different goals by 4 different players here in this one. Alex Walsh, Evan Connors, Liam Lazarino, and Andrew Lemaire all have found the back of the net for the East Islip Hockey Club here. Great distribution of the puck by EI. Now the puck goes all the way to the other end, and it's going to be icing. So we'll travel all the way back to the other end at EI's end for the face-off. 13 minutes, 25 seconds left to be played in this third and final period. EI leads 4-0 off of the goal by Andrew Lemaire here at the 13:41 mark in the third. Bang towards the goal, now still loose. Here comes Feely, gets the puck, racing in, shot, kicked away there by Ford. Great save by Anthony Ford there in net. Now coming up the other side, up the right wing, gets tied up there on the far side. Now Waltz will flip it towards the net, kicked away there by Burgoyne. Sachem greets the puck, tries to keep it up. Now here's Barbarito racing in, keeps it alive in the offensive zone. Waltz has it in front of Burgoyne, kicked away. But now Fowler racing in from behind, trying to steal that puck away. No dice. Now here comes Brian up the left wing. He had a great opportunity, a one-on-one opportunity to score, but came up empty. Stolen away from behind by Lazarino. Will flip it up against the board. Ricochet out. He keeps the puck. Now here comes Lazarino up the left wing. He'll just dump it off at the backhand, and racing after it now for Sachem Mitchell. He'll bring it around the back of his own net. Now lets it carry him around the outside. Goes back into the neutral zone, finds Andrew Lemaire of EI. Lemaire, eyes up, trying to find someone to pass it to. Now bangs it off the board near side, and going to greet it is Feely, but has it stolen away from behind by Straub. Straub racing all the way into the neutral zone, fighting through Sachem defenders, now passes it up, and EI dumps it off and lets it play roulette around the outside. 12 minutes, 5 seconds left to go here in the third period. Sachem needs to find a goal quick as McIntyre tries to get the puck, has it stolen. Now Lemaire keeps it in the defense, in the EI's offensive zone. Behind, trying to pass it up to Blashchuk in front of the net, who is set up right there perfectly. Misses the one-timer opportunity. Benchowitz dumps it off behind him. Now puck ricochets all the way out here to DeFalco, who'll fire it, but ricochets, bounces out in front of the crease, but Burgoyne dumps it off back behind him. Now with it is Keenan, who dumps it up in front. Now here comes McIntyre, one-on-one opportunity with Andrew Lemaire. Here comes McIntyre racing up the ice, brings it out wide, has it, loses it, loses it in her skates. And it finds Kearney. Kearney tries to dump it back out into the neutral zone. Now he's stuck up against the boards, fighting for it on the boards. Benchowitz and Blashchuk there for EI trying to get it out. Finally, Blashchuk digs it out, gives it up to Kearney, who dumps it ahead, and EI gets their line change in. 11 minutes left to go, and Sachem can game plan for an offensive push here, but the pass up to McIntyre finds her stick. Connors almost steals that, but now Vanstein finally takes it away from McIntyre from behind. Now here comes Vanstein racing up the blue line. Now goes in wide, now brings it back in. Shot kicked away there by Burgoyne, almost trickles back into the net, but Sachem gets it back out away from the crease. And now Sachem with an opportunity here. They bring it up. Bring it up ill, goes wide, tries to dump it with the backhand towards the net. But now here comes Lazarino with it. Gets it up here to Straub or Vance. Kicked away there by Burgoyne again. Finds the stick of Ilg. Under 10.5 minutes left to go in the third. Now Mast with it, being hounded by Connor from behind. Has it stuck up against the board. Ricochets all the way out to Lazarino in the neutral zone. He has his eyes up, fires one now, banks it off the board. Trying to go get it is Connors for EI. Can't get there. Now Vanstein has it bounce off his stick, finds the stick of Ilg. Ilg backhands it, trying to get it to Connors. Gandolfo. Gandolfo has an opportunity in front of the net, but Lazarino reaches out in front of him and knocks it behind. Slap shot on the net, bounces off of Ford there. Puck loose, and Ford will dive on it out in front of his own net. Ilg was fighting for that loose puck in front of Ford, but he couldn't get around the EI defender. Another great opportunity there for Sachem. Goes awry. 9:50 left to go. EI still ahead, 4-0. Now James Lemaire tries to bang it out away from the crease. Ilg dumps it off behind him, and Andrew Lemaire gets it. Lets it carry him around the outside. Wellman keeps it alive in the offensive zone. Now Blashchuk has it behind his own net, dumps it off to Lemaire. Lemaire, eyes up. Trying to get it to Fowler. Fowler takes a dive. He gets tangled up with his Warriors defender. Now Fowler, puck gets away from him. Racing in is Donahue, but there's going to be a penalty against the Sachem Warriors. Going against Zachary Wellman. And that's Sachem's first penalty of the night. But despite the play and the lack of penalties, it's been a tough night for them on the offensive end. Zachary, there's Wellman in there for tripping. Puck goes all the way into the other end of EI. Now Ford comes out of net, backhands it all the way to Lemaire. Lemaire slowly working his way up the ice, pass it up to Walsh, who's in the neutral zone. Walsh trying to work his way in past the blue line, has it stolen. Now Mitchell tries to pass it to himself off the board, can't do it. Now by the foot of Connors. Connors using a burst of speed up the left wing, finally loses the puck and gets tied up from behind with Mitchell, but it'll bounce back into O'Connor's stick. He hands it off to Walsh. Walsh working his way in, dumps it back to O'Connor, so passes it across to Lemaire. Lemaire, slap shot opportunity, hits his own player, off of Fowler. Here comes Blashchuk with it, dangling it on the right side, tries to get it, dump it in towards the net. Ricochets off a Sachem player. Now Mitchell has it, bring it up far side, now cuts back into the middle, brings it over the blue line, flicks it up behind him. Not sure what he was trying to do there, but now Walsh has it racing up the left side. And now here come the Warriors again. Pass to Gandolfo, who has it in the middle. Gandolfo fires it, punched away there by Ford. Puck stuck behind the net. Now racing with it the other way. Here comes EI up the ice. Pass to Vanstein here. Vanstein dodges Feely, but he gets the puck back, working his way in. Backhands it towards Burgoyne, bounces off of him. And now here comes Lazarino with the puck now. EI contains it off the ricochet. Setting up for the offense. Again, Barbarito tries to get it inside, goes wide. Now puck stuck behind the net. Only 15 seconds left on the Islip pass power play. Lazarino gets the puck in the neutral zone, hands it immediately to Barbarito, who works his way over the blue line. 6 seconds left, and time will wind down on this power play opportunity for EI. 7 minutes, 15 seconds left to go in this third period. Sachem trying to get something going here. Now Lowe finds the puck, dumps it out, racing after in the open ice. Here comes Sachem, Lazarino on the heels. Dumps, pass across to Bryan. Goes through his legs though, but he's still fighting for that puck on the boards. Now ricochets all the way out to Carly. Carly can't handle it. Now Vanstein has it on the right wing. He'll dump it off into the other end. Burgoyne not paying attention, finds the puck. Was surprised by that there. And now here comes Donahue with it up the other way. Loses it immediately. 6.5 minutes left to go in regulation as Angelo Lemaire controls it behind his own net. Passes it up to Connors. Connors gives it up all the way to Walsh. Walsh racing up the right side, near side. Mal brings it over the blue line, working his way in towards the middle. Tries to dump it off there behind, but blocked by the Warriors. Now puck stuck up against the board. Racing away with it, Walsh kicks it to himself. Tries to dump it out in front to DeFalco, who gets it through the legs of Burgoyne, and that's EI's 5th goal. And they're running away with this one. 5-0 East Islip leads in the final 6 minutes and 6 seconds of regulation. It's been all EI. Goal scored there by Sebastian DeFalco, assisted by Alex Walsh and Christopher Blashchuk. And that goal comes in the 6th minute, 6th second of the third period. And their 6th goal scored by their 6 different players. Not a single player has scored more than 1 goal. It's been a contribution of everybody on the ice for EI, which makes them such a powerful team. Now, puck behind the net. EI looking to score again. LeMoyne cuts off the goal, and a tie up there high by Fowler as he gets tied up with Mitchell. Not a penalty committed there on purpose. They just got tied up, and Fowler ended up bringing Mitchell down to the ice. But again, that's going to draw the penalty, so we're going to go all the way to EI's end. And Sachem will have a power play for the next 2 minutes, with another opportunity for them to try to get a goal on the board here in the final 5:49 left to play in regulation. Been tough sledding for this Sachem team. They pretty much matched EI for the first period and a half, but since EI scored their first goal, Sachem has really had no response. Mitchell tries to keep it alive in the offensive zone. Ill goes to greet it behind the net, tries to pass it out in front. Trying to pass it all the way up, back up top to Mitchell, and EI will clear this. Christian Fowler got called for high sticking there. Pass up to Ill, loses it. Vanstein dumps it off back in front of the net, but here comes Sachem up the other side as O'Connor has it. Passes it, trying to get it to Ill, but Kearney finds it somehow. Now he works his way in towards the net. Kicked away there by Burgoyne. Almost own goal there by O'Connor, but saves it. And EI clears it yet again and lets this play reset. A minute 15 left to go on the Sachem Warriors power play, and 5 minutes left to go in the game. Here comes Gandolfo racing up the blue line, trying to work his way around all the EI defenders, gets it in front of the crease, but quickly knocked away by 4 EI players. Puck stuck up against the board, and it's finally cleared by Lazzarino there. Kept in play by Burgoyne. Now 45 seconds left on the Sachem power play, but they're not doing a great job of controlling that puck as it goes around the outside, going there to greet it. O'Connor trying to pass it up to Ilkier. Ill dumps it back off to Feely, working his way up into the neutral zone. Now towards the camera, and now back up the blue line. Weaving his way in, tries to get a shot, but blocked there by Lemaire, and now puck stuck up against the board, and Lemaire will clear it. 22 seconds left to go on this power play opportunity, and 4 minutes left to go here in regulation. Up the right wing. Here comes Wellman now with it. Wellman, burst of speed, loses it on the back end. Chaos finally skips across the crease, but Sachem can't get a shot on goal there. And now Gandolfo gets crushed up against the ice, and now it's stuck. And now we're back to all even on the ice. Sachem has it now, poked away there from behind by Lemaire. Calling for it, Feely up atop corner of the blue line, taking a spill. Was Mass. Now here comes O'Connor's the other way. Shot blocked by Wellman. And now DeFalco trying to get up to Walsh in front of the crease, but pass gets lost in the fray of all the bodies in front. Now here comes Wellman up the left side. Brings it finally over the blue line. Tries to dump it off there to Minacozy. And Minacozy will finally strike for Sachem. And Sachem finally gets on the board here in the final 3 minutes of the third period. So not quite a shutout here from EI, but finally Sachem gets on the board here in the final 3 minutes of play. A valiant effort from them. As it goes around the outside, here comes Lazzarino. Lazzarino tries to dump it back out. Gives it up to Fowler. Fowler racing up the right wing. Gets shoved from behind by McIntyre. Now the puck gets to Blashchuk. Blashchuk racing his way in towards the net. Poked away by Burgoyne, but it goes back up top, and Benchowitz will keep it in. Now DeFalco tries to dump it off behind him. Under 3 minutes left to play here in this third period. EI leads 5-1. Bangs off the near side board. Now gets in front of the net, but Sachem player right there. That's Brett Carley. Now reaching in is Fowler. Fowler loses it. They get it to McIntyre. McIntyre trying to race up, but Blashchuk keeps it in the offensive zone for EI. Blashchuk gets a shot right onto the body of Burgoyne, and that's going to stop the clock with 2 minutes, 16 seconds left here in the third. And that goal for Sachem, again, scored by Jacob Minacozy, assisted by Zachary Wellman. on that breakaway opportunity. Snuck it right through the legs of Anthony Ford for their first goal on the night. Brings it up off the top of the board. Now trying to get it out. It's Mitchell. And now it's stuck. A huge pile up on the board. Finally ricochets out to Loeb. Loeb racing up in the neutral zone. Knocked away by Ventris, but stays on the stick of Loeb, but racing in from behind was Van Steen. Now Feely steals it away. Puck loose here in the neutral zone. Banging off sticks, and now Lazarino finally dumps it off into Sachem's zone. A minute 40 left to go here in this game. Pass it up to Bryan. Bryan's gonna race it up over the blue line. Has it in front of the net, gets a huge shove by Lemaire, but Loeb comes in from behind, fires one on net. Ricochets out wide, under 90 seconds left to play. A one-timer opportunity there from Bryan. Misses the puck entirely though. Trying to clear it, but Wellman keeps it alive. Fires it towards the net. Ricochets off a bunch of bodies out in front. Now, Kearney with it, fires it to the other end. They'll find Burgoyne, and a minute left to go here in this third period. Being hounded on the boards, Feely being hounded by O'Connors, and now the puck is stuck up against the net board. Wellman going to find it, tries to dig it out, now just spins around, eyes up, bangs it off the board, trying to get it to Bryan. Now Bryan will race after the loose puck. Lemaire racing after him, and so is Barbarito there. Gets shoved from behind as he controls it. Now backhands it, trying to get it to O'Connor, but it'll go out wide of him. Bounces off the board, and O'Connor will still greet it. Puck loose out in front of the crease. Poked away there by Lemaire. Go out into the neutral zone. Now racing up with it, Connors, tries to backhand it away from all the Sachem defenders. Under 30 seconds left to go. O'Connors dumps it back off, gives it to Walsh. Walsh has it behind the net. Loses the puck as it's loose. 15 seconds left on the clock. Now racing up the other way is O'Connor. O'Connor brings it over the blue line. Gets a shove from Barbarito and now gets shoved by Lemaire, and he gets shoved up against the board. Tough play there from O'Connors. And now the time will expire. Final horn will sound, and the top-seeded EI will move on to the next round of the playoffs. And Sachem exchanging words with some of those EI's players who are picking on the smaller O'Connor there towards the end of the game. But again, great game here by the East Islip Hockey Club as they move on. And the Sachem Warriors season comes to an end today, but it was a hard-fought game. They kept up with East Islip for the first period, and then halfway through the second was when EI finally found the back of the net. But then from there was all EI, and they got 5 goals from 5 different players, so a ton of different contributions from EI as they move on. But we have one more matchup coming your way from the freshman division. Another playoff game between the 7th-seeded Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls and the 2nd-seeded Kings Park Comac Knights. So don't go anywhere. More playoff action coming your way as you're listening to the Suffolk County High School Hockey League here on the Long Island Sports Network.